Like this. Hello and welcome everybody. This is 16th of April, the third Saturday of the month. And when it's the third Saturday of the month, guess what it is? Malta Poet Society, an event instituted by Yogi Paulo, who today we are paying tribute for the second time. There's some more contributions coming in. And yeah, so there's more stuff that can happen. So here we are, and without further ado, I would actually wish to invite Mr. Moish Abrahams from the UK to give us a little few thoughts about Paolo in tribute, and then we can move on and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you so much. Moish, over to you.
Okay. I'm going to ad-lib. Nice to see you all. Hello. With my glasses on, I see you even better. There you are. Ah, right. Okay, cool. I'm going to ad-lib and be spontaneous, which is all part of the policy of living in the moment, which Paolo would have very much talked about in his enlightenment, in his enlightened days. He loved to talk about the really important things, and he loved to talk about anything which was spiritual, as I do, as I'm sure you do too. Paulo and I often, when I came to Malta, I came probably three or four times a year over the years. We'd meet and we'd stroll along. He'd sometimes come down to Aura, where I lived, where I visit stayed in the Sunny Coast Hotel, and we'd stroll along and go to is it Suncrest, the cafe there? I can't remember if it's the little cafe at Suncrest, and we would exchange ideas and thoughts. Sometimes about art, because he was also passionate about art, as you know, and very often we would talk about really matters which were spiritual matters. It was a great delight in recent years to me to know how Paolo had discovered a doorway to such wonderful, inspired peace and love, which he called his enlightenment. Which the way he wrote and spoke in those last few years certainly absolutely showed that he had reached some very special understanding of who he really was, and the true nature of how things are. And I think in a nutshell, he probably said it in a different way, I can't remember. We talked about how there is only love, nothing other than love. And so that's how I think of Paolo now, as just a manifestation of love. So and I embrace you with that love here now.
Thank you. Can I just ask you to do literally this? With your right hand, go over your left shoulder and do something like this.
Right hand, left hand, right hand, yeah. Go this.
There you are. Stay there. Just stay there. Love it. This
books on it.
You are pointing, and I took a screenshot of it, Moish, to a book behind you. Guess what it's called?
The book I'm pointing to is probably Oneness with All Life.
Maybe it's that one? Reddish one.
A reddish one. But whatever arises, love that. Whatever arises.
Love, and you're mentioning love. Oh my God. I've been literally like this all throughout your little contribution, and I'm saying, oh my God, love, and he's talking about love. It's so loud and clear. My God, thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing. Much appreciated. Beautiful. This is amazing.
This is what I'm sure Paolo will talk about whenever he would be with us.
Yes, absolutely. Back to good big screen here.
It's frozen. The moment.
No, we should be fine. It was a bit challenging, but I am presuming that the software will actually work that out and even it out as best we can. So just for me to keep in mind, and I know I'm just monitoring any other entries just in case. We hope people actually do have their links, but it doesn't seem to be anything more than this for the moment, which is always okay. So we have one contribution there, one contribution here. Okay, so if, with your permission, gentlemen and ladies, I would like to offer not my own this time around, but Paolo's own. Paolo's own contributions, which are, I hope, the pieces that I did not do last time. I hope. I believe it should be. I believe it should be like that. So, the first one I'd like to read today, tribute to Paolo. Paolo's poem, there we are, Paolo's poem, called Strange Life. Strange Life. I find it strange, my being alive. Wonder what I'm doing, and for what I have to strive. There is an aloneness that nothing can ease. There is a freedom from which there is little need to please. To know and to be allows you to see parts of the puzzle called me and you too. That's the first one from Paolo.
Very nice. When did he write it? May I ask when he wrote it?
No clue. I only know that it has a number 21 and it was one of the pieces that he had read on the television program that I had him as a guest on. This is few months, maybe up to one or maybe very short while after, not even a year I would say, but if I'm wrong it's maybe 1 or 2 years when as soon as I met him. I mean just after I met him. So the only thing I have as a clue is that it's number 21. And I'm not sure if our friend Richard will tell us that it's on the book that Paolo had published through the help of Richard, I believe. And that's it. Maybe Richard comes in later on or another time and we can ask him. But that's the only clue I have. It's a photocopy. Yeah. And maybe I'll leave the other one for later. How about we have either some poetry or some prose now? What do you think of that? Who would like to go?
Maybe Anna. Maybe Anna.
Can we put you on the spot, Anna?
What?
Can we put you on the spot?
Yes, unfortunately.
Yeah, maybe can I humbly suggest you come closer to the microphone, perhaps? And give me a bit of a test.
Better now?
Test. Speak.
Can you hear me better?
Yep, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna pin you so that we have you on screen. So replace pin, there you go. Perfect. There you go, thank you. Go ahead.
To Paulo, a star. There was a man on a little island who loved cats. The ginger one was his favorite, and he practiced not ordinary lifestyle. He was interested in music, talks, sharing words that has meaning. So after being said, the words become alive. He was a master of a voice who spoke the truth, guided by the universe without limits. Simplicity was his motivation, and still unique in many ways, he found the beauty in birds, flowers, colors, food, women, honest friendship, writing. Thank you, Paolo. The gratitude of knowing you, being part of your hippie world. In times when dealing with complex emotions is just a reminder how strong we are, and it's okay to be fragile and crushed. Then, as a newborn child who cries for attention, we should reach out for help also, so everyone around us can contribute to a better me, you, all. Acknowledging our existence, a new power is coming to us. We pray and we hear a whisper, rise and shine, it's you. And when the sea is rough, I'll feel your spirit turning. Your age is high, reminding us to cherish life. You, Paolo, are teaching us to appreciate every bite, breath, ray of light, not to allow anger to control us, and that this planet, we are magic. Practicing good beechcraft is a gift. Being one with nature, calling you from a far distance to see how are you, what shall be done to let go of, to be in peace. We are all looking for the meaning of life, but that has significance, tell stories and hold secrets. The moment when we are no longer physically present on this earth, even it is evaluated as tragic, so special and magnificent, because we see how beautifully connected we are with the source, how alive we are and eternal. So we celebrate you, Yogi, the unity of love, friendship, togetherness. How happy we are to be here at this moment. Blessed be your soul and all of you.
Thank you for your contribution. All right, would I suggest a little bit of a musical break for now, and then we'll move on. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. These are beautiful moments. Much appreciated. I could feel your emotion there. I could feel your emotion. So now I'd like to offer, yeah, a little bit of a musical break, and we're coming soon. We're coming soon with more. There we are. Oh, come on, I'm trying to get myself back there. Ah, here we are. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Nobody else in the room yet? Okay, Natasha, would you like to go with yours?
Yes, yes, I
Right.
can share the fun with that
Thank
I
you for
did for
sharing.
you.
You're pinned and you're close to the mic. Go ahead. Perfect.
Yes, thank you. Thanks a lot. The poem is called Seashell, a Spirit Wish.
Mhm.
And I'm actually quite fascinated by spiral.
Okay.
This little, you see, most
Wow.
beautiful nature symbol.
Mhm.
And within one of my books, I went more into details. Why this fascination? And it's not my fascination. It's a fascination of all the ancient people that we actually know from Malta, and when we go back into history of the world, etc., we find spiral as a most intriguing symbol of consciousness, of bliss, of God, and it is so amazing that that within this particular universe, God has created something so special. So this particular poem is called Seashell Spirit Wish.
Mhm.
And on the seventh day, Seashell Spirit made a wish to be one and all with God, either as a dot or an infinite end. And God was so touched that she said, "Ocean frames your beauty, and sea whispers in your depths. Your spiral will be the code of knowing me. That is why I will give you birth within a man, circling endlessly through life and death, in search of the key to my heaven's door. Give you birth as a galaxy, spiraling freely through space, mapping my wisdom through its dance. Give you birth as self-awareness, hidden within the DNA of all my life. And through it, you will stay, my seed, my secret, my tetragrammaton.
Wow. Leila. Leila.
Bravo, bravo. Excelente, excelente. I love it.
Love it,
Yes,
love it, love it.
very super.
Before
Super.
you hop
I
off,
want to hear it
Maurice, would you
again.
like to
I want to
share
hear it
some Rumi
again.
poems?
I would love to hear it read
Yes.
again. Could we read it again, please, as well?
Come again?
Could we hear it again, please? That poem.
Well, we can hear it.
Yes.
We can hear it long time because we're gonna make it. We're recording this, so it can be watched.
I want to hear it again
It can
now.
be watched. Yeah, baby. Yeah, we're recording it.
Let's do it again.
Let me hear it again now, please.
So here we go. It is called Seashell Spirit Wish. And on the seventh day, Seashell Spirit made a wish to be one and all with God, either as a dot or an infinite end. And God was so touched that she said, Ocean frames your beauty, and sea whispers in your depths. Your spiral will be the code of knowing me. That is why I will give you birth within a man, circling endlessly through life and death, in search of the key to my heaven's door. Give you birth as a galaxy, spiraling freely through space, mapping my wisdom through its dance. Give you birth as self-awareness, hidden within the DNA of all my life, and through it you will stay. My secret, my seed, my tetragrammaton.
Bravo.
That was fun.
I'm going to send you in the chat box a request to send it to me, the actual text, so I can meditate on it.
Yeah, I will. Thank you.
In the chat box. I'm going to send in the chat box a link for you to send me the text, please.
I will. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So, Moish, are you tight for time? Would you like to go with some Rumi poems?
There's an hour's difference between Malta and London, so there was a misunderstanding. Now it's 7 and it's
Perfect.
8
So
in
you have time. You have
Malta.
time. Excellent, excellent.
So
So I'll go
I have an
with
hour.
something- Yeah, I'll go with something from my own then. And here is a poem I wrote. Okay. So the two poems I have today are poems about something. And I invite you as an experience during
It's
the reading.
breaking up a lot. It's the reception to me is breaking up.
Yeah, we have to be patient, unfortunately. Yeah, it does break up. My poems are about something, and my invitation to you listeners, is to try and guess what that something is. But by the end of the poem, I will actually tell you in both instances. So this is the first one. The tiny white dot. Yes, that's me. A tiny white dot right in the center. A speck of concentrated light I am. Circular, perfect, attractive. Yet hardly noticeable to some. A revelation to those who awaken to my presence. And absolutely fascinating to those who venture closer. White and bright I collect the lights. Emerging from within I am pure, surrounded with powerful pink for whom I'm grateful. 'Cause albeit tinny and fragile looking, they protect me and we work well together, providing a mesmerizing visual spectacle, a profound experience to whoever stops to gaze deeper, imbued with beauty and meaning to those who will to ponder. We're all supported, connected, cuddled up cozy with flourish and bloom, each one unique and special, each one a blossom, a flower within a flower. So that's the first one, and we have somebody coming into the room. We have somebody coming into the room. So, yes, we have somebody coming into the room, connecting to audio. Let's see. I think, yes. Macedonia, meet Macedonia. Wave the Macedonians. Here you are. Let's check audio, please. Can we hear you, Darinka?
Hi everybody.
Yes, yes, we can hear you. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you for
Ciao.
joining. We've started a while ago, but here you are. And of course, this is
Sorry, I fell
recorded.
asleep.
That's all right. This is recorded, so people can go back and view the other parts or whatever, or repeat here, or listen, or whatever it is. So welcome, Ringo. Can I
Okay.
just ask you whether you have something to share with us or not in terms
No,
of content? Okay, let's
not
go.
really. This is my first participation, so I just wanted to know how it looks. So maybe next time I will.
Perfect. That's okay. That's just for me to know, so that if necessary, I give you the space. So we've
Sure,
had
thank you.
Anna, we've had Moish, we've had Natasha, we've had Paolo number one, we've had Norman number one, we've had music. Okay, Paolo number two. Is there anybody else who has something else, by the way? Maybe some Rumi from you, Moish? No? Okay, no worries. Mala, Paolo's second poem that I can offer for today. It's called New Dawn. New Dawn. Dawn breaks and you crack open a new day. Are you going to run or are you going to stay? Unconscious living is easy, but there is no love in this home. A numb isolation, bleakness and desolation live here. Turn towards the inner light, turn this very night. Bring yourself to feel this moment is real, and know the love that ends not. Have the courage to stay when it's hot, even burns, and love shall be here as your everlasting friend. That's from Paolo. And as we remember, Moish had the book called Love before him, I mean behind him.
A roommate for you if you like now, if you like.
Come again, come again.
If you want a Rumi poem, I'm happy to do it.
Fantastic, fantastic. Yeah, and there's an email in the chat line, as was requested before, for the text. Okay, go ahead with Rumi poems or poem. Go ahead, Moish, it's yours.
And I'm going to change a little bit that's written here. As you'll see in a minute, I'm going to slightly change the text.
No problem.
Intellect is a Shackle, it's called, by Rumi, from this little book. Let me see, can make it.
You're not on video yet. There we go, there we go.
From this little book here,
Perfect.
and it's called Rumi, it's called Intellect is a Shackle. Oh, my child, intellect is a shackle on the foot of one who walks the path. Break the bond, the way is open. The intellect is a chain, the heart may be deceptive, and even your soul is a veil. The path is hidden from all three. When you lift the intellect, soul, and heart, the station of nearness you reach is still subjective. One who gets lost isn't considered brave. Love takes aim at the one who has no troubles. Know that the arrow of the friend is ready in the bow. Make your chest a target in front of it. Love isn't the work of the tender and the gentle. Love is the work of wrestlers. The one who becomes a servant of lovers is really a fortunate sovereign. Don't ask anyone about love. Ask love alone about love. Love is a cloud that scatters pearls. Love doesn't need me to translate. It translates for itself. If you journey to the seventh heaven, love is a useful ladder. Wherever a caravan journeys, love is its qibla, which means the direction, orientation for prayer, most usually Mecca, he says, I think. May this universe not deceive you, waylaying you from love, for this universe comes from you. Let's go. Close your mouth like mother of pearl. Be silent, for this tongue of yours is the enemy of your soul, of the soul. O child, Shams of Tabriz, and I'm going to change that. O child, Paulo, has arrived. The soul is full of joy. for the time has come to join in union with his son.
Wow, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for sharing. Thank you, thank
It was
you.
very nice. Thank you.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful. Well, all right. Anyone else would have something else to offer? You don't have to. I have some of mine, don't worry. So here goes my second poem. Again, same invite. The two poems of today have the same invite. I am writing a poem about something, and I invite listeners to try and guess before I reach the end of the poem what I'm speaking about. But I will actually tell you, so don't worry about that. Opportunity to serve. There it lay, standing and silent, together with 4 others, by the side of the garden wall. Stacked, stood, static, motionless, full of uselessness despite its potential. Totally unnoticed, or so it thought, until that day at the end of May, when a white butterfly fluttered by, and a guy dressed in cream wandered as he pondered questions of deep existence. A guy of service he's becoming. So that's what's required. And it fit in just right. Made of wood and iron, it's full of might. So when slid down, it is of the perfect height. And the guy in cream sits down on it, and it serves its purpose, this chair by the garden wall. Thank you, thank you. That's another poem.
Beautiful.
I like it.
So second, thanks a lot. And so we've done 2 Paulos, we've done 2 poems, we've done 1 song. Okay, last few calls. Do we have more to go?
Yeah,
Perfect. Excellent.
let's do Plato's Cave.
Plato's Cave. Here we go. Yeah.
Yes, it's one of those that you probably remember, and it starts with Plato's quote. Imagine human beings living in an underground den, which is open towards the light. They have been there from childhood, having their necks and legs chained, and can only see into the den. At a distance, there is a fire, and between the fire and the prisoners, a raised wall, and a low wall is built along the way, like the screen over which marionettes players show their puppets. Behind the wall appear moving figures who hold in their hands different works of art, and among them images of man and animals, wood and stone, and some of the passers-by are talking and others are silent. How much time in life do we spend really feeling, seeing, hearing, tasting, really living? And how much do we spend observing the movements of the shadows on the wall in front of us? How many hours of the day we spend passively chained to the chairs of our choosing? And how many do we spend running in the woods?
Thank you. Mela, here we oh, come on. Gallery view, there we go. All right. All right, so thank you for sharing. Love the question at the end. Just for formality's sake, does anybody have anything else?
Yes, yes, we can go. We can do more.
We don't have to.
Yes.
We don't have
No,
to.
no, no. So,
Few more for me, please.
yes,
Yeah, you can go. Okay.
loving is more difficult than dying. Dying. Only a spiritual warrior can hope to survive Her Majesty's Venus awakened state.
Mm.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
The other one was called Force of Life, defining the intention of our heart's desire. We discover the force of life.
Nice. Nice.
Choice. His soul was trying to escape from abandonment, disappointment, disapprovals. They were with him from the moment of his birth. It screamed, asking for a hand to pull him from his ditch. I kneeled and reached for the fingers. All he needed was to stretch, but he didn't. His eyes were too full of mud to see. His ears were blocked with tears. He stayed alone, suffering with his pain.
Mm.
Wow.
This was the image.
Let me pin you.
The image that followed that particular the artist who actually depicted this particular point.
Wow. Yeah, that's nice.
Blog that actually inspired her when she read this poem, and the poem was called Choice, and it's from the Art of Four Elements book. These were the artist's impressions
And
of
pin
the
you
book
again.
poems.
Okay, didn't notice it. All right.
So yes, that was another
Thank
one.
you so much.
Maybe some music from you, Norman.
Yes, in fact, I imagine everybody here knows that Paulo was the second cousin of Ringo. Ringo Starr from the Beatles, right? So I'm sure you're gonna get this within the first 2 seconds. And why I chose this. Besides, it's the first word of your second poem, Natasha. Thank you. Wow, dedicated to you, dear Paolo. Okay, I'm happy to wrap up. It would be nice to have a shortish one. It's fine. Just in case, can I just check with you? Do you know anybody who told you they wanted to be here and they didn't manage in some way, shape, or form? I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go back to everybody who said they wanted to come, of course, and let them know. The recording will be up soon. I just, of course, need to process it and upload it to YouTube. So whoever is subscribed to my YouTube channel can get it. The moment it's processed, I'll try to post it on the Malta Poet Society and hope that it actually manages to get seen. So then that we will technically make this happen. Tell me, Natasha.
I can share another one just for the end, if you wish.
Perfect. Let's wrap up.
It's called a magic. It's called a magic of regression.
Wow. Okay.
If we had
Natasha, before you
straight,
go,
yes.
look at the chat box for my connection, Natasha. To send me the words. Look
I will. All right.
at the chat box.
Yes.
And before you close it, look at the chat box.
Thank you. So it's called a magic of regression. If we head straight ahead, there is a big chance that we shall reach what we are heading for, a wise one said. And the fear entered our minds. And we stopped, screamed, we abandoned our dreams and turned away from our intentions, playing within the playground field of illusions. The divine scared us, so we turned back to our earthy selves. A powerful magic is now needed to bring us back into the path of self-fulfilled, of self-realized. This is the magic of our willingness to connect with our highest potential, the magic of our belief in gods and fairies.
Nice one.
There we have our fairy music. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Much appreciated. Okay, so for whoever wants, and we can spread the word around, the next edition of the Malta Poet Society is always, as always, the third Saturday of the month. We meet up, we start connecting at around 7 p.m. so that by 7:30 we start. And the process seems to be like this is the best way apparently. So I'll go into the room, I'll have the link of the room and I can send it via email. So one email hits all, and then people just click on the link and we enter here. So the next date would be the 21st of May. Okay, Saturday 21st May. And we have, oopsie, just before we go, look who we have here. Okay, we have somebody joining. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, just about as we're, hello, let's see this. Yes, it actually happens. I'll explain, don't worry, it's the first time for many people doing this. And we have a beautiful person coming here. Hello. Audio is connecting. Isa, hey. Just got in. Okay, here we are. Isa, hey. Okay, this is a UK connection, I believe. Il, just before. Isa. Are we gonna manage to connect? So, Moish, you're in the UK, eh?
Yes, I'm in London.
You're in London, and we have London, Skopje, Slima, Mosta, and Claire. Let's see Claire here. Come on, this Claire, I mean. Yeah, Claire. She's trying. Yeah, and she, yeah, let's see. Isa. Let's see. I'm just checking. Connecting to audio, it says here. Let's hope we manage. If not, we go for it next time round, but we'll see.
Forgive me for interrupting, Norman, but when you switch off, does that mean the chat box is no longer visible? Is that correct?
The chat box, I'm not sure if it's visible for me. Claire, we need your audio, so unmute yourself, please. Try, Moish, if you need to copy anything, try to copy anything. If anyone wants something from the chat box.
I've sent my email for Natasha to send me the poem, but if she doesn't look while you are online,
yes,
then she won't be able to see.
All right.
Because when you switch off, it won't be visible anymore.
Hello, are we here?
As far as I know.
What's this? Come on. What's this? Hello.
So I'm asking Natasha if she got the emails.
Yes, I just copied it. Now let's get it.
I don't know whether, I hope there's not something more to do because I somehow strangely got signed out. But I still can feel it. I hope this is recording or still recording, and I'll check it out later. Mela. Natasha, you have more requests here. Yeah, good.
I started a landslide.
Good. That's nice. Claire, can I have a voice test from you, please?
Will we start, you said?
Fantastic. Okay, we can hear you. So,
There we go. There we be.
I know you have something to share about Paolo, and I'm going to invite you to do it because we're nearly finished here. We're just about to wrap up, and I saw your like request to come into the room, so I made it possible, and we're ready here to root you. Let's give a welcome to Claire Brady. Hello, Claire.
Okay, I'm ready.
Sorry.
Can you hear me all right?
Yes, and we invite you to read your nice
you
writing
froze.
to Paolo.
Oh, you frozen on me. Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, all right, I'll start. Okay, that's all right. You just froze for a minute. Okay. These words I have to say is dedicated to my wonderful spiritual teacher, Paul. You are a rare gem. You made me laugh at times. You said things how it was, and that was something that we perhaps had in common. Your teaching of lessons will always be in my heart. Words cannot describe the loss, the emptiness when I heard you had left this world. My mind still talks to you. My heart still looks for you, but my soul knows you're not far away, still guiding me. You are my shining guide of light, and I thank you for your friendship and laughter and time. Even after you left and stayed in Malta, you still advised me through a text, which was helping me to heal my body after being so ill. There is no one like Paul. He is unique.
Nice.
Wow.
Very nice.
You.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you. The unforgettable Paolo, and I just got inspired a little bit. So
You froze.
what's that? Sorry?
I think she has a problem with the internet. We're frozen for her.
Every so often we do get even with much we got that, but I hope that the software will work things out. So thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. The plan is to meet on the third Saturday of every month. The next time round is the 21st of May. Same instructions like today. Whoever you feel should or would want to be here, do let them know about this. and I just got inspired to play something else here. This is called Unforgettable. To Paolo.
Unforgettable, that's what you are.
I have an announcement to make. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You wouldn't believe what's happening. We have somebody else wanting to join. Oh my God!
Sorry, can I just go? I just go for a minute. There's something happening on the fields. I'm going to ring the police. Someone's getting abused on the fields. Just
Not
let
a
me just.
problem, dear. Go ahead. Do what you have to do,
Okay.
dear. We'll keep in touch. No worries.
I'll leave this on. I'll come back to you.
Yeah, but mute yourself for the moment, hon.
Right, thank you.
Oh my God. Just a
I
second.
thought I fell asleep.
How do I mute? Let me see. Okay, I muted her myself. Hello, Claire. You wouldn't believe it how last minute this is. We were just about to wrap up and Claire joined, and now we're just about to wrap up and you joined. So let's say hi to everybody. Hi, Claire Wiggins. Hello. I don't know if she's hearing. Hi, Claire. Beautiful picture, by the way. Ah, here she is.
Here I am.
Hello.
Hi, dear. Okay.
Hi.
Is it okay for everybody to stay on a little bit longer and see whether Claire here?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes.
Everybody wants to hear more poetry. Thank you. Claire, you're on mute, I think. Let me see. Yes, you're muted.
We can do mute poetry, no problem.
Let me just get some poetry up. Hold on.
No problem. Beautiful background as well. Thank you everybody for staying on. This was amazing. It started with 2 and we mushroomed into 3 times as much. That's perfect. Really cool. Really cool. Well, here we are. Yeah, this is
Okay.
and funny.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So this one was I wrote it at a poetry group years ago. And the word we were given was poetry. That was, we just had a word and we had to write. So when I was a little kid, my headmistress really, she basically abused 3 of us for the last 3 years of us being at school. So this is about her, and it's called Poetry. Mad now to think it was my punishment, sent to learn those lines in torment. My head leant against another's wall, my face bent and twisted in anguish, and all for naught. The twisted miss, the bitter sister, whose twisted feet and twisted fingers and twisted mind could only find my punishment in rhyme, not taking time to see the little me, whose only crime was to take 2 feet off the ground at the same time, to run and jump and play and shout like any other buzzing kid. Kept me in when others were out. That's what she did. She's left her acid mark deep in my anarchistic scars. Yet, ironically, I've healed myself in poetry.
Oh, nice.
And there's something to add to that, in actual fact, because I've always wondered what the hell I had to go through that for, because she really abused us, you know. She ruined my education basically, and it was only last year that I realized what a gift that woman had actually given me, because I have the most healthy disregard, dislike, and contempt for any type of authority. They can do that one for me, right? So in actual fact, what she did to me, she primed me for now. And I'm getting my spirit feeling all over me, because that woman's probably waited and waited and waited and waited and waited for me to not only forgive her, but to thank her for what she gave me, because it's priceless. I am totally incapable of being hypnotized or brainwashed, right? And I question everything. No one, there's no way that any kind of someone saying this is how it is, and no. So that's what that lady did for me. So that's my poem, and I dedicate that to her. I might do a sequel.
I'm sure you have at
Nice.
least this group of people here. You got at least 6 willing listeners to the sequel.
Definitely.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
At least.
I'm sorry I was late.
That's all right, darling. It's very interesting how things happened. So yeah, we're very, very grateful. And I'm very grateful, because without you, Claire, and without your generosity, this wouldn't even be happening in the very first place. So I'm really grateful for that. So beautiful. Does anybody else would like to share something before we maybe wrap up?
I'm
Or
happy to do another poem.
yes, go ahead.
Another Rumi.
Another Rumi. Here we are. Let me pin you. Go ahead, and here we have some Rumi. Thank you so much, Moish.
So Rumi always writes about love, about intoxication, and it's always in connection. His love affair is always when he talks about lovers and the beloved and intoxication. With it sounds like alcohol, because there's a book he wrote called The Tavern of the Beloved, I think, or something like that. And it's always about the connection with the divine. So this one is called Only the Heart. I just picked it randomly, more or less. Right. If a wealthy person brings 100 sacks of gold, God will only say, "Bring the heart, you who are bent double." If the heart is pleased with you, I am pleased. And if the heart is opposed to you, I am opposed. I don't pay attention to you, in quotes. I look to the heart. Bring it, poor soul, as a gift to my door. Its relation to you is also mine. Paradise is at the feet of mothers, which is a quote from Muhammad, apparently. Paradise is at the feet of mothers. The heart is the mother and the father, an origin of all creatures. The one who knows the heart from the skin is blessed. You will say, "Look, I have brought a heart to you." God will respond, "The world is full of those hearts, of these hearts. Bring the heart that is the axis of the world and the soul of the soul of the soul of Adam. The ruler of all hearts is waiting for a heart filled with light and goodness.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. I like that. I like that. Beautiful. Is anybody inspired to do one very last one? Maybe Claire? Claire, your what shall I say? The guided ones, the channeled ones, those are absolutely
Or do
amazing.
you want me to do one of them then? Okay.
Yeah,
Hold
I
on
mean,
then.
you don't have to, but like
Oh no, I've got loads. Hang on.
yeah, I know that they are very special. And maybe you could give us a background so that the audience will actually
Okay.
understand how these channelings come, because we mention it and I know it by heart, but not people on this viewing this particular episode.
Okay, so what I've been channeling since the 11th of the 1st, 2000, which is really important to me now, with the numbers. And I started channeling, righted channeling, and I still do that. I do it every week. I've been meeting since lockdown started with some of my healing students who are graduates now, obviously. And we just sit and we have a chat for a few minutes, and then we just go into the silence. We go where we meet on Zoom, and then we go off for a bit. We always open with a special prayer and invite our whoever works with us in. And I get channeled writing, and I get something every week. I've been a bit haven't been writing it down. Well, I've been writing it, but I haven't been recording it and transcribing it for the past few weeks. I don't know what's going on. I think we need to change what we're doing. But this one I wrote on round about 11th of the 23rd of November 2021. Just like the great oak, each of you stand tall and ready. There are great strands of life that connect you to the golden heart of the one. The time has come to consciously enhance this stream, send it back and forth, and each time enhancing and strengthening the beam so that it shoots like a lightning bolt to the one and back in even greater strength to your heart. Remember those that stand in the divide, the intersections of the great mesh, who have sworn to defend the essence of light in its purest, truest form, and in its manifestation in the human consciousness, spirituality, the conscious knowing of the God mind, the essential way of the human on this earth. The defender's work is mighty, never to move on, but hold until the end of time, the connection of mankind and the heart of the one. Your building of the light is more essential now than ever before in the history of your race. The defenders need you, your creation of I'm sorry, this is transcribed, so yeah, your creation of light, your creation of not light pathways, of light pathways from the one and back. Allow the mesh to repair and the divide to become a platform for the defenders to bear arms from, a steady, bright place from which they can oversee the hordes of lost and dark ones gathering to destroy the connection. The one rises up now and releases more light to you. The children of the one, something to bring magnificence and truth and glory. Sorry, the children of the one seeded to bring magnificence and truth and glory. Do not waver, do not be swayed. Remain intact in your spirit and close to your truth, for this is the connective tissue. We are the muscle, but you are the arm and the leg. Place your feet firm and be ready. So that's just a really, the defenders are the mesh, we see it, they talk about the mesh, they're the one, and they talk about the mesh, which I see as some kind of an energetic field around the earth, or maybe in other dimensions as well. And the defenders, there are guardians of the place who can move, who can go back to the light. We have to release them. They've chosen to stay here. So say places like Stonehenge or somewhere like that will have guardians. And the time's come really for them to be released, and then they can come back and forth, but the defenders stay. So there will be defenders in that point, like a tree is rooted in the spot. The defenders stay in their place on the mesh and in the place. And so I first got told about it here in Wales, about this. The defenders hold our spiritual aspect. So that's they're there. So they're always there. They never go.
Mhm.
They're always there, holding that our spiritual connection in that mesh. Right there, that's that one anyway. There are
Wow.
a lot of them because I've been doing them for 2 years now, every week.
Yep. And I've had the privilege of hearing quite a few of them over the months of doing this, so I'm very grateful. And that's why it came to mind, not to force you or anything. It's
Yeah,
just
no, that's okay. They're all there on my Otter, on
fantastic.
my app. Yeah.
Fantastic. I wouldn't mind having a copy of this one, if you don't mind, when you.
Yeah, well, what I'll do, they're all written out. This is an app called Otter. It's fantastic. I don't know whether you can see that. Where am I?
There, yeah, okay.
This one here,
Yeah, the first
Otter.
one. Uh-huh.
Otter.
Yeah, Otter. Uh-huh.
It's fantastic. I mean, I didn't transcribe any of my poetry, and it's a big deal. And my books were getting so bad that the ink was fading.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then this app, I found this app, and you just speak it into the app.
Mm-hmm.
It records it and it transcribes it, and
Wow.
then you can export it as a document, as an audio file, as a PDF. It's fantastic. I've been waiting for years for that.
Fabulous.
Yeah, so it's really good for our poetry, you know. You write a poem. I mean, I know it because I have to use a pen to write poetry.
Yeah.
I have to, but then I record it on that.
Perfect. Wow, as we say in Maltese, tikberu titallem, we grow and we learn. And I just realized I'm the minority being Maltese here, although we have 3 people in Malta. But I'm the only actual Maltese. Anyway, beautiful. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. So, Darinka, is it okay if I ask you for a tiny little bit of feedback, and we can wrap up slowly? How was your first experience of attending the Malta Poet Society?
Yes, it was lovely. It was lovely meeting you all. Thank you for sharing. Poetry is very intimate, so thank you for sharing your poetry. And also Rumi, I love Rumi too, so thank you, Martin, for the poems of Rumi too. It was lovely. I will definitely join you again.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Claire, I believe it was also your first time, yes? You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you, dear. Ask to unmute. You're muted. No.
Nah, she's not gonna realize.
I can only ask to unmute. She needs to mute. Oh, she needs to unmute.
There you go.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now. You can speak, dear.
Oh, right. I said, I'm sorry I missed some of that. I had to bring the police there. It was very nice.
Not
but
a
anyway,
problem.
but again, thank you for inviting me. I'm quite touched that you've invited me to the group. It's lovely to meet you all here.
Thank you for your contribution. For anybody who would like to review the parts they missed, there was, of course, some content that we missed, and one of them was Claire Brady's, shall I say, tribute to Paolo. All right. Thank you, Moish. Would you like to say some concluding words? I know this is your second time, I believe. It's your second time.
Oh yeah. Well, it's a great pleasure to meet all you people from wherever you are. I'm interested to know where you come from, Danica. Where do you come from, for example?
Macedonia.
Where are you from? Macedonia. And where's Natasha? Where does she come from? Is it Malta?
Malta in Serbia.
And all these
Serbia.
Okay. Well, my dad is Serbian.
Double.
I'm in London. You're all welcome to visit me. It's so nice to participate in this actually very spiritual poetry session.
Yes.
Especially because we are talking about our memories and our happy thoughts about dear Paolo, who is with us now and will always be forever with us.
Yes, and we will keep on his legacy by doing this. So I'd like to ask if it's okay, you don't have to, but if anybody else would like to share, Anna and Natasha and Claire.
I'm fine, thank you.
Good, all right. So yeah, for myself, I feel it's one thing I would like to keep Paolo alive with by doing this. So I thank you for supporting. I thank everybody who actually participated, joined. I know some people have had family commitments. Dates are not always the best. So today happens to be Easter Saturday, so we had people not being able to come on for various reasons. Also, some potentially technical issues, whatever, with other people, I don't know. We'll see. So we have Anna here and Natasha, they're in Malta. And we actually connected with people from all over the world, Macedonia. Claire, where are you at? Claire, I mean Claire Brady.
Yes, sorry. Say that again.
Where are you at? Where are you from?
Where do I live? Aylesbury Port. It's Cheshire. It's quite near to the Wirral. It's when Paul lived in Heswall, it's probably a 20-minute drive.
So somewhere in Great Britain, right?
It's in the UK.
Okay, UK. We have Claire Wiggins from, I don't know exactly where. Wales?
Say that again.
North Wales, I'm in
again.
Anglesey now, tip of North Wales,
Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic.
where you get the ferry to Ireland.
Ah, wow, perfect. So you see, Paulo did a lot of work without even knowing that he did it, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for this. So thank you for being here. Thank you for offering your contributions and sharing your poetry or prose. We also sometimes have a little girl sharing her dance and singing as well. We are welcome for anyone who wants or knows people to have contributions within the art field. So something visual to show. That's something we've never had up to now. We've been
I can do that next time. I'm
perfect.
taking art lessons, so I have some sketches.
Perfect. I mean, I'm right now. I'm doing even more work because I'm actually producing, checking the cameras and the pinning and who comes on and off, and that's sometimes I even forget to bring to the fore somebody who's actually, let's say, performing. I do some piano, sometimes I do djembe. When Paolo was here, he would be doing the MOC, but I'll be doing the other stuff. Now I have to do it all myself, which is not, believe me, not so easy to coordinate. But yeah, if you want to share this idea with other people, we're very welcome. We potentially, no guarantees, we might be connecting with Gozo. I don't know if it's going to be in the May or maybe in the June edition. It might even be downright in May, so next time, that we might be actually on a screen in a cafe in Gozo somewhere. So that's pretty interesting. So like we're gonna start spreading our wings. So, but it's always like this. We don't have to grow in numbers. What we do have to grow is in quality. Okay. So like just spread the word with people whom you believe will benefit from this. And just a little announcement. I will try to remember which one it was and share it with you guys. But one of the reasons why Paulo made this happen is to give us a voice. Now, we don't have to go out there and have a political voice, but we do have our own individual voices. And I loved Claire Wiggins, your first poem today, the reason, the context, and I know so many people who feel like you. Most of them would be the type of people to be here, you know? So like that kind of like nobody convinces me otherwise type of thing. That was absolutely brilliant. And this is of course a space for those type of people as well. And Paulo had said something to the idea of if you're not heard, you don't exist, or something similar. But I'm just making this little bit of an announcement. I'm looking for those little gems that Paulo used to share with us, people who meditate. I don't know if you remember Darinka. He would speak a couple of lines and I would actually get my mobile out and try to capture them. I'm looking for them and I'm gonna see whether we can do something about it as well. And to combine with the charity that I shared about in the tribute, the last edition, 2 months ago, in the February edition, whereby a neighbor of Paolo, after his passing, made an arrangement with the pet shop opposite Paolo, and she said if anybody wants to donate some money, we'll give it to the stray cats. So I'm trying to combine everything together. I have an idea in my mind, but it's still working out yet. But yeah, with more support and with more encouragement of people joining and participating and sharing the word with others, this will be made more possible. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for coming. Thank you for sharing. We'll meet whoever would like to have a connection. Moish, I don't know if you want at some point in time we have a Zoom one-on-one. I know we have one scheduled with Claire. Anybody else will meet up. And Anna, I'm gonna give you a message after this tonight finishes and let you know something about tomorrow. So thank you so much, everybody. I'm gonna wrap up the recording here, and I hope I don't have to tie two things together. But anyway, I'll see you on the 21st of May, Saturday, 21st May, third Saturday of the month, 7 p.m. Malta time. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye.
David.
Bye.
Bye, bye, bye. Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Bye.
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 Thank you.